Welcome to Path Dynamic, the channel where we cut the excuses, flip the script, and push you to level up for real. Here, it's all about grit, growth, and going toe-to-toe with the only rival that matters, yourself. Lock in, breathe deep, and let's chase greatness together every single damn day. Let me ask you something straight up. How many times have you stared at your goals, talked big, and then backed off when the grind showed up? Be real with yourself. It's you fighting you every morning when the alarm hits, every night when the couch looks way better than the hustle, and every time you settle for average even though you swear you want more. That version of you that keeps dipping, dodging, and delaying is slick, but you know damn well it's costing you the life you keep dreaming about. Today, we're shining a spotlight on that inner opponent so you can finally call it out, square up, and start owning the life you've been avoiding right now. There's a sneaky little enemy living in your head, and trust me, it knows you better than anyone else. It knows your fears, your weak spots, your lazy habits, and exactly what to whisper when you're about to level up. That inner voice ain't loud, but it's crafty as hell, always sliding in with smooth excuses like, "Bro, chill, you can start tomorrow," or "Come on, one break won't hurt." But every time you take that bait, the old you gets stronger and the upgraded you falls further behind. This ain't about beating the world. It's about checking the version of you that keeps dragging your potential through the mud. If you really want to evolve, you gotta stop letting the comfortable version of you run the show and start letting the hungry version take the wheel. Because every choice you make either builds you up or breaks you down. Every day comes with a moment where you choose who's in charge, the committed you or the comfortable you. It might be when the alarm rings, when your friend invites you to chill, or when the task in front of you looks boring as hell. That split second decides your direction. Most people think greatness comes from big wins, but nah, it's built in tiny choices nobody else even sees. The old you wants shortcuts, the new you wants progress, and whichever one you feed is the one that becomes your reality. So when that moment hits, don't overthink it, move. Because hesitation is how the weaker version sneaks back in and steals your future right out from under your hands. Discipline is a skill, not a personality trait, and skills get sharper the more you use them. So stop waiting to feel ready, because ready is a myth. You don't build discipline by thinking, you build it by doing. Even when the doing sucks, keep showing up. Keep swinging, keep grinding, because every small effort stacks up and turns you into someone even year old. At some point, you're going to hit a moment that flips everything. It won't look dramatic. It won't feel cinematic. It'll be simple. A moment where the old you tells you to quit. But for the first time, you don't. You push anyway. You show up anyway. And that tiny victory becomes the start of something bigger. Because once you beat the weaker version of yourself even once, you realize you can do it again, and again, and again. Momentum starts building, confidence starts growing, and suddenly you're not negotiating with your excuses anymore. You're moving with purpose, with grit, with clarity. And the old you, they start losing their grip. One small win can change your whole trajectory if you follow it with another. And keep stacking those wins until the new you becomes the only version that survives today. Becoming unstoppable isn't about perfection. It's about progression. When you start stacking disciplined days, intentional actions, and uncomfortable victories, something wild happens. You create momentum. And momentum is dangerous. Because once you feel yourself leveling up, you refuse to go back to who you used to be. The old you can't survive in the environments the new you is building. Every hour you invest, every sacrifice you make, every distraction you shut down pushes you further, away from the version of yourself that held you back. Growth compounds, confidence compounds, discipline compounds, and soon the life you thought was impossible starts looking normal. Not because the world changed, but because you did. Your only competition is the person staring back at you in the mirror. So stay locked in, stay grinding, stay hungry, because the version of you you're building is stronger, sharper, and more relentless than anything you've ever imagined. Now here's where it gets real. I'm talking to you, not the excuses. Not the fear, not the lazy voice in your head. You, the one who knows. Deep down, they're built for more. This is your challenge. Today, you make a choice. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. You either keep letting the old you run your life, or you stand up and punch back. You choose the grind over comfort, the growth over excuses, the future over the familiar. It's not supposed to be easy, that's the point. But if you want a life you've never had, You gotta become someone you've never been. No more halfway effort. No more almost trying. This is you versus you, and the upgraded version is right there waiting for you to step up and claim it. So stop hesitating, stop holding back, and walk straight into the version of you that refuses to.